Thanks for tuning in for our daily live stream. Anyway, it's going to be a regular cadence on the channel. We'll round off most days, the Saturdays and Sundays, with a Premier League review show. If you're new around here, want to keep up to date on all things football related as well, if you're a Liverpool fan or rival fan, make sure you do get your comments in the comment section below as well. Hope you had a lovely evening and enjoyed your team or your team getting beat. Let me know your thoughts. Obviously, from a Burnley perspective, it's a very disappointing loss. But we'll speak about Brentford a bit later. Ivan Toney really single-handedly the last 5 minutes. Well, we'll speak about that, but it was a massive win for Brentford, and obviously we'll talk about the Manchester United game as well. Most importantly, it was a big result. Typical Spurs bottling it. It was a game of good quality goals from Cristiano Ronaldo. One of Jose. Cheers, that Jose, mate. Absolute legend. Thank you very much for tuning in, mate, as well. We do appreciate it. Obviously, it was a game lacking real quality. I know the goals, especially from Ronaldo, were decent, but the sloppiness and the nature in terms of that game as well. And obviously we'll speak about the Liverpool game at the back end of the show. We'll have a look at the top goal scorers within the league. We'll have a look at the Premier League fixtures as well for the next round of games, which will be very interesting. But let me know your thoughts on all today's games. If you've seen the highlights or whatnot, we'll start tonight's proceedings with obviously the big game in terms of what happened at Old Trafford just recently. Then I was watching the game. Cristiano Ronaldo now becomes the leading leading goal scorer in world football in terms of competition for goals. I think that was 800, and I think it was a 806 or 807th career goal anyway, which was absolutely phenomenal. But as Jose said there, Son should have buried that second half chance, could have been 3-3. Most importantly there, Jose, I'd fully agree with you. From a Manchester United perspective, in terms of when we do look at their team and what they want to achieve this season, it was a massive game, considering that when you do look at, I'll just quickly get up the league table in a little second, but when you look at it in terms of the league tables, let me get the league table up. I think Arsenal have very much got a couple of games in hand on the teams in and around them. To quickly share that as we say. There we go. We'll have a look at the team lineup there as well. So what this does for Manchester United now, it very much make sure that's updated. Yeah, it's updated there now. So obviously Manchester United are in the top four race now. Obviously Arsenal have got 4 games on Manchester United. Obviously their next game, we'll speak about that tomorrow night as well. A massive game for Leicester, but if it was a must-win for Manchester United tonight, and we'll have a little look at Spurs as well. If they do win their 2 games in hand on Manchester United, they can go above them by a point, but it heavily depends on obviously Arsenal winning their games in hand as well. But yeah, fully agree with you there, Jose. Was a Son could have easily and should have very much put that chance away as well. Sebastian, yeah, of course, mate. 1 sec, mate. To quickly get that link, or if anyone else wants to join as well, let's get that, copy that. Anyone's very welcome to join. Talking about the footy today as well, most importantly. So there you go, Seb. Messi has 10 assists in the league when he played a lot less matches, and Messi needs time to adapt to PSG. And Sebastian, I think that's the whole Messi Ronaldo debate. That's a whole bloody YouTube series in itself, mate. I think it's very much a disappointing result. But he's not had the best season. Messi, I know, as you said, there's Seb. He's very much got the assists, but Ronaldo, he's a bit late to the party this season. We'll just have a quick look in terms of goals-wise. top goal scorers within the Premier League now. Mohamed Salah obviously got his 20th league goal this weekend, and Ronaldo has very much jumped back up to 12 goals now. Harry Kane have been really disappointing in the Premier League. I don't know how everyone does feel within the Premier League as well. Let's get to Seb. How you doing, mate? You okay?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah. Did you watch the Manchester United game then, mate?
It was insane.
Hmm.
I laughed when Harry Maguire scored that own goal, and then when they conceded the third goal, I was like, "Oh no!"
Yeah. It was a lot of sloppy defending, wasn't it, chat as well, Sebastian? But that's stereotypical of Tottenham, the Tottenham DNA. That is the Tottenham that we all love and know. But what really stood out for you in terms of the game tonight between United and Spurs? It was very much the Ronaldo show tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, in my opinion, Spurs played better, but Ronaldo, that's the difference. If he wasn't there, Spurs probably would have won that. And Ronaldo, he didn't play versus City because he's scared of Pep. Um, so he wanted to fake an injury to play versus Spurs instead. Man,
Yeah.
he's,
Well, or
he's
the
so
United,
good.
as you said there, mate, the United fans will bloody lose. The United fans were very much disgruntled. I think whether we need to believe it or not, obviously he was in Portugal, wasn't he, for that game. But just having a look at obviously the stats wise of the game, in terms, as you said there, Spurs dominated possession, quite large portions of that game. Obviously, I think Ronaldo had 5 of the 6 shots on target for United tonight, obviously, in grabbing a
Mm.
hat trick. But I think he's surprised at how long Ronaldo, Sebastian, and chat as well. Get your comments in. How slow Ronaldo has been to very much react to the Premier League. Did you expect him to hit the ground running a bit quicker this season, or?
Yeah, I thought he was at the start that he was gonna, because it's a new league.
Hmm.
It's tough to adapt to a new league, as we have seen with other players. Not with Luis Diaz, of course. Um,
Yeah,
um,
well, we'll get on to him. Maybe we won't spoil
yeah,
that, but yeah, yeah, 100%, mate. I've been disappointed watching from an outside point of view. Ronaldo, happy days, he's not scoring, but tonight he did get that hat trick. Um, where do Spurs go? Chat as well. Sebastian, where do Spurs go in terms of this season off the back of this result? Just have a quick look at in terms of who they will be playing next.
they should just go for it. They should
Yeah.
just go for it. Just win the games, because the teams above might drop points. United, they have. Uh,
United have got Leicester next, haven't they, mate? Yeah, they've got
ooh,
Leicester on the
yeah,
2nd of April. United very much need to keep on winning, don't they? As you alluded to there as well. Um, Jose, when will our match against United be rescheduled? Sebastian, will you be able to look for that, mate? If you can, or
it's
anyone in chat, just let us know if you know that.
sometime. I think it's sometime uh, in May or
Mm,
April. I
mm,
think.
yeah, or
Let me
chat.
exactly, but
Yeah, if you know, just let us know anyway. But yeah, it's spot on there, Sebastian. Keep on getting your comments in as well, everyone. If you're a United fan or a Tottenham fan or obviously a Brentford or Burnley fan, keep on getting your comments in. We will be going through all the games tonight. As we said, we've just been speaking about obviously United have got Leicester. That'd be an interesting game. Obviously, Leicester very much dipped away in terms of top forward anyway. Let's have a little look. Bloody hell, they're all the way down there
yeah,
in 12th. Bloody
yeah.
hell. They're 17 points off top 4.
Yeah. United, Spurs, and Arsenal have Liverpool like left to play. I don't think nobody has City to play, so please Liverpool beat United. Don't let them get fourth. I don't want it.
Yeah, spot on there, mate. So obviously we spoke about Manchester United, Spurs. Possession-wise, we've had a little look. Team selection, there was a couple of changes. Obviously, Sancho did come in for, I think he played on the left-hand side. Fred had a very impressive game for me, Sebastian, and Josie and everyone in chat. He started the season off not the best, the Brazilian, but I think he's really grew into the Premier League. It took him a very long while, but I think in terms of where United want to be in the future, I don't think he's the right quality. Am I wrong, United fans? Let me know. Sebastian, do you foresee him post this year still having a role to play at Manchester United, or do you think United very much do need to progress in terms of improving that quality in midfield? Because when you look at Liverpool and you look at like the City as well, and even Chelsea to an extent, in terms of their midfield players, there's a lot of real quality in the midfield. Obviously, Paul Pogba not signed his new contract, so it will be looking like he will potentially be leaving after this season. Do you think the midfield areas for Manchester United, Sebastian, and everyone in chat as well, what were your thoughts on the game today, and obviously where Manchester United going forward in terms of their midfield conundrum in which they do have?
Yeah, I actually think Fred has been a lot better since Rangnick has come on as coach. I think if Ten Hag comes in, I don't know if he will, I think he can make him a lot better than he is. I actually think he was really good this game. He nutmegged a few players there I saw in the second half.
Yeah.
He probably was their best midfielder, I think.
Yeah, 100%, mate. And obviously, the own goal from Harry Maguire, just before I come on there, Seb, I think we've seen a post-match reaction from Gary Neville and obviously the panelists on Sky there. Yes, it's poor defending, but we've seen defenders do that. I think it wasn't his best moments in the Manchester United shares. It was for rival fans, but I think he done what he could. I don't think he could have done anything more in terms of obviously getting that ball cleared. It was just a matter at a weird angle. De Gea, I don't think he had a lot of clear-cut opportunities, really. I don't think he could have done much with the goals in which Tottenham did score. As we mentioned, Maguire getting the own goal and very much Harry Kane getting the goal. A very good finish from Harry Kane anyway. Sancho, he's growing into the game and he's growing into this Manchester United shirt. But it took him a very long while to do that, hasn't it? So...
Yeah, Sancho was on fire today. Like you could see 1v1 versus Doherty. He had to have one player with him, Doherty. I think Højbjerg was the player who always went to that side.
Yeah.
Man, Sancho is looking like he could actually be a very, very good player for United. When the start he had, it was very tough. He got a lot of hate and stuff, but actually he has been really good these couple of months.
Fully agree with that, Sebastian. Aye, Mitchell. Ahoy there. Cheers, mate, for tuning in. Obviously, this is going to be a regular occurrence every Saturday and Sunday. We'll recap. Seb, is there a little ticking in the background? Getting a bit of feedback off your mic.
Check it out.
Yeah, damn it. Yeah, cheers for that. Cheers for that, Mitchell, anyway. Yeah, but Mitchell, this and everyone tuning in, if you're watching this on the repeat, it will be very much a regular in terms of obviously the show. We'll try and get a lot more people involved as well. Every Saturday, Sunday, there'll be a Premier League review show, trying to do a bit more, branch out for a bit more different shows as well, most importantly. Yeah, a beeping electric noise. I'll just mute my mic just to see if it is me. Yeah, no, Seb, that's your mic there, mate. If you can sort that. Cheers, matey. How you doing, Steve? Thank you very much for tuning in, mate. Steve, I don't know if you're live or you're live in a couple of minutes, but you're very welcome to join, mate. Obviously, the link is there if you want to. But yeah, cheers to everyone. Hopefully Seb can sort his mic out, but absolute legends. Really do appreciate it. Hopefully everyone's having a good Saturday night as well. I think match of the day will be on at, I think it's half. Let us know, chat. Is it 10:30 or? Yeah, the more streams, the better, Macca. Keep it coming, mate. Massively appreciated. Cheers, that Mitchell. Most importantly, every single one is that just continues to tune in week in, week out anyway. Well, every day. But we've just been speaking about the Man United game. Let me know your thoughts, everyone, on the game. It was a bit of a poor quality, it wasn't it, in reality. If there's any United fans or Spurs fans joining, let us know your thoughts. But very poor defensively from both teams. Me and Sebastian has been speaking about obviously the midfield. I think for where Manchester United need to be in terms of from their point of view, I don't think in the long term, I can't foresee Fred being a midfielder for Manchester United any longer anyway. But Steve, just give us a thumbs up, mate, if you want me to drop you the link on Twitter. Very much will do that for you, fella. Obviously, the link is in the stream if anyone wants to join. But in terms of stats-wise, we've already had a little look. Obviously, United, but not many teams do come to Old Trafford in the past. But Spurs, I think we're very sloppy in terms of final third of the pitch. Obviously, everyone was, Jose alluded to at the top of the show, it was a great opportunity for Heung-min Son. The back end of that game to make it 3-3 on another night. Spurs come away potentially with all 3 points, but I think United done quite well to hold on in terms of what they had in the final third. But just a quick one as well, as he said there, Mr. Sue, 49, Cristiano Ronaldo, 37 years and 35 days, has scored the 49th hat-trick of his club career, whilst he became the second oldest player in Premier League history to net a treble after Teddy Sheringham in August 2003 at age 37 and 146 days. Speechless. Well, I'm not, because he scored an hat-trick against Spurs. It's like the equivalent to saying Spurs beating Everton last week. It's not too hard to do anyway. But John, how you doing, mate?
Not bothering how things.
Yeah, not too bad. Did you watch that game? Did you watch the United Spurs game?
I watched much of it, but I mean, both teams were fucking piss poor.
Yeah, defensively they were all over the shop as well. But Ronaldo's brilliance, we were speaking about him today, weren't we, mate, in terms of our, I think it was you and Connor and me, obviously his quality shone throughout, but Ronaldo's finally woke up to Premier League football this season, and
Has he?
Well, I don't know. For me, he's 12 goals, obviously getting equal to the same amount of goals as Jota. Obviously, it's a good output, but I think from what everyone expects from him, obviously the world-class ability in which he has still got, for me, I know he's not been playing to the level in which I think the whole of world football knows and anticipates from the Portugueseman, but from where...
You said yourself, he's had 12 goals.
Yeah.
Second minute is Jota. So who's the better Portuguese player at the minute?
That's a whole bloody debate in itself, mate. Obviously, as you can see there, the goal scoring charts. It's, if you're coming from a United's perspective as well, I think you want more from not just Ronaldo, but you want more from the team as well. The players, obviously, Sebastian was just alluding to there, mate. Where, yeah, obviously Sancho, in terms of him in recent weeks has very much started playing a lot better. I think he's gradually getting there in terms of we're not seeing the Sancho in what we've seen in the Bundesliga the seasons prior. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to get to everyone. Ronaldo scoring a hat-trick papers over the cracks, do you think? Yeah, 100% there, Mitchell's. Any Manchester United fans as well? I mean, Mitchell's very much summed it up perfectly in terms of, obviously, the goals. I think obviously United fans and Spurs fans will be disappointed coming out of Old Trafford tonight, but they'll probably take away from the actual Manchester United performance. I think Gary Neville said it himself the best. It wasn't the most ideal performance from both sides, as you mentioned there, John, but the craziness that will be coming out, it's great. We've done it. We've come off the back of not the best performances, but we've all been speaking about whether that be Salah or the Brentford fans today. 2 goals from Toney, which we'll speak about a bit later. But if there's any Manchester United fans or Spurs fans, let us know your thoughts on what Mitchell's had to say there as well. It's the equivalent to Jimmy Milner scoring a hat-trick against Bournemouth Wood. Spot on there, Mitchell. Rico, thank you very much for tuning in, mate, and everyone. Absolute legends. If you don't mind dropping a like on the video as well, everyone really would appreciate it. Please, Evan, don't waste this opportunity to capitalise on games in hand and teams losing around us. 2 home games against Wolves and Newcastle. Come on, you Blues. Cheers for that, Rico. Anyway, obviously, this channel is obviously, I know it's a Liverpool channel, but obviously with these shows, Premier League weekly shows, obviously hopefully get a lot more rival fans on the show as well, getting their thoughts, 2 pence in as well. But it's a massive game from an Everton point of view. Rico, as you said there, you don't really want to be. I think the positive from your point of view and Everton fans is home games, but it's difficult when you're down there. Yeah, you'd much rather play your home games than going away, considering how difficult Everton have been struggling recent weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You?
100%. Everton's big problem for me is their confidence. If they actually get a bit of confidence, they'll be okay. But I don't see where they're getting the confidence from.
Yeah. It's like, even when we had Roy, mate, in it, it's disappointing when your team's just not picking up points and you're struggling, and especially when you're in a rut. We had it last season in terms of obviously the home period. Obviously, we did have all those injuries and very heavily publicised, but it's difficult in Enrico and everyone. Obviously, very rare that Liverpool lose games, but in teams that when we're speaking about teams mid-table or down there, or just teams in general, when they're in a bad run of form, it's not as easy as just a manager changing 1 or 2 players to confident levels, and it's difficult.
Like I said, Frank Lampard is a brilliant manager, but only for the championship.
Yeah, interesting, mate. Absolutely spot on. Chris, how you doing? Good evening, lads. Chris, hope you had a good evening, mate. Obviously, let me know if you've been watching the game. Obviously, we'll just cap off the United Spurs game very soon, mate, and we'll speak about obviously the Brentford game, a massive win for Brentford. I think they own 9 points clear. We'll have a little look at the table now in a little sec. But Chris, you're very welcome to join, mate. Hopefully get you on. Obviously, as I said at the top of the show, if you're just tuning in now, this will be a regular cadence on every Saturday to Sunday night, and potentially Monday nights if there's quite a couple of games on as well. We'll recap the Premier League. I get obviously rival fans on as well, or if you're not just Liverpool fans, even though it's a Liverpool channel, but we'll just chill and relax and speak about obviously Premier League football most importantly. Are you having a look at the table there, John?
I'm just looking at Brentford to see whether they're safe or not.
Yeah, we'll speak about Brentford in a little second, mate. Cheers, Rico. Absolute legends. So many poor teams in the race for 4th. Jesus. Yeah, we'll have a look at that, mate, anyway. Obviously, you can see there, United played 29 games, but the big one and the big if is Arsenal Football Club. As Rafa like to say, 4 games in hand. Obviously, one of them games is against Liverpool, and they're not getting any points from that. So basically, 3 points, 3 games in hand. And obviously Manchester United anyway, one of their games and their next game is against Leicester City anyway. But Chris, not just the top four, but the teams down the bottom, which we'll probably speak about as we progress throughout the season. It's going to be madness. There's going to be quite a lot of good shocks. Hopefully Palace can somehow get a result against City, but you're looking hard pressed to really see them dropping their level, really. Tottenham are bang average and inconsistent. Manchester United are inconsistent. 100% there, Chris. As John and Sebastian were saying before, and all views in the comment show tonight, it's mad. I think, was it Leicester the last two seasons, when you look and analyse the top four race, Leicester had spent the most time in the top four for the last two seasons, but he dropped out the last game of the season, didn't he? So it's going to be down to the wire anyway. Alfie, absolute legend, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in, mate. Hope you had a lovely evening.
This top four race is baffling me.
But yeah, we'll have a, what's getting you sending your head there, John, or everyone.
If you look from, say, from Villa up to United,
yeah,
does anyone actually want to win top four?
Well, we said that last year, didn't we, mate? And I think obviously I've spoken to my good mate Boyer and all the Leicester fans. It's going to be mad, isn't it? Yeah, let's have a little look at, and obviously Jose.
Wolves are on 8. Wolves are 8. Only scored 28 goals and are only 7 points off 4th.
Yeah, as you can see there, mate, there's a table. And obviously their games that they've got next coming up, that's updated as well. So they're all next fixtures for all the teams. So, yeah, Jose, our goal difference is tremendous. 53 plus. The Premier League title could come down to goal difference. And even that, it'd be intriguing to see top four, as John's just alluded to there. And obviously the relegation battle. Imagine if you're the team down the bottom and you get beat by, I'll have a little quick look. We'll speak about Brentford in a minute. But if you're looking at goal difference, Everton and Burnley have got a very similar goal difference. We'll go into the Brentford game now anyway, but Jose, it's tremendous, isn't it, mate? We'll go into the Brentford game now. A massive win for Brentford Football Club anyway, in terms of, we'll have a little look, obviously, stats-wise. I and all of you, if you're regular on the channel, you know how much Brentford impressed me last season from the Championship, and I felt they'd be more comfortable than they currently have been in the Premier League. But
I did.
Yeah, obviously Ivan Toney is similar to Ronaldo. He's took a while to really get those goals in the Premier League, and we'll start with you, John, and chat. Let us know. Have you seen any highlights from this game, mate? Or
I've seen a few, but for me, Brentford are disappointing this season.
Yeah,
I thought they would have done a lot better. Well, I won't say a lot better, but I thought they would have been a lot more comfortable this time of the season, which they actually are.
Yeah,
I thought they'd be at least maybe top 10. Going by the way this season has panned out, I thought they could have been top 10.
Yeah.
Even Toney, he's a brilliant player, but he just goes missing sometimes.
Yeah, it's inconsistent. We were speaking about, weren't we? Sebastian, are you there, mate? Hopefully you've managed to sort that buzzing. I don't know. Is Luke? Oh, all right, La. Thoughts on the Brentford game, mate? Have you seen the highlights? As John's just alluded to there, I think we've all been... probably a lot of people did have... Let me know if you had Brentford to go down, chat. Anyone watching this on the repeat, did you have... I had Brentford finishing probably mid-table. I know that's a bit mad, but I think similar to the way in which Sheffield United, I know they got relegated the season after, and how well Leeds impacted the Premier League. Sebastian, it's your thoughts on this result for Brentford and what this does mean going forward for them as a club.
It's a huge win for Brentford. Now that they have Eriksen, I'm happy for him to actually do well right now. Brentford has 2 wins in a row. That's huge for them. And who do they have next game?
We'll have a quick look there, mate. The next game for Brentford is I think everyone's playing Leicester, aren't they? Bloody hell. So yeah, the next fixture is Leicester. But would you say, Sebastian, chat as well? Let me know your thoughts and ask you on a sec. If Brentford do get 3 points in the next fixture against obviously Leicester or whoever in the next couple of weeks, are they safe for you?
Yes, definitely. I think for me, they only need like 3 more wins to get safe.
Yeah. So what would that put them on? Let's have a little quick look at that. So obviously they're currently on 30, and then say if they win 2 games in the next couple of game fixtures, that would put them on 36. Yeah. So I'd put them probably mid-table, bloody hell. But obviously Rico was speaking about, weren't you, mate, in the comments? You're just looking at the spot on there, Sebastian. Cheers, mate. John, and off the back of obviously Sebastian's spot on there, what he said, they've had 2 back-to-back games where they've picked up 6 points. You're looking at the league table there, and you're looking around Leeds and Everton and Burnley. John, aren't you? And chat, let us know.
Yeah.
You're looking at a situation now, if Brentford do pick up, say, 3 points against a Leicester or a team in and around them, at first, I think when speaking to Steve and I've been speaking to you and everyone on the channel, Brentford's fixtures are probably the worst out of everyone round there. But the fact that they picked up the 6 points now, that's going to be so key, isn't it?
I think Brentford are safe. Look at the table just now. I think Brentford are safe. But then you go down to Norwich. You're on 17 points. Everton is on...
Yeah, Everton are on 22 there, as you can see there.
Not just taking the piss out of Everton, but I could really see Everton going down.
It's going to be scary. And if you're I think Burnley, prior to them, I think they won a couple of games on the bounce.
Yeah.
Prior to obviously the other, not Everton, Burnley, obviously the 1-0 win, and I'm pretty sure they had a 3-0 win away. It was against Brighton, won it as well. So they have got those performances in the bag. Weghorst will be key for Burnley as well.
Sorry. What do you think of... It was reported the other day that Everton could face a point reduction.
You could.
Because of FFP. Now, if
you want to believe
at the minute, it was saying that they could get the points deducted from the start of next season. But if I was Burnley or Norwich, I'd be going, no, the broke the rules now. Why not deduct the points from them now?
Yeah.
There could be a big case for Burnley and Norwich. If they go down and Everton stay up, they go, that's wrong. That shouldn't happen.
Yeah, it's a lot of if buts and maybes about that, mate. But I understand, and I'm pretty sure Rico will be saying and Leeds and free fall. Well, that's a whole bloody new debate as well. And obviously, we'll speak about Leeds tomorrow. Rico,
yeah, Leeds go down. Rafinha to Liverpool.
Leeds will be there. I think the way chat let me know, Burnley stay up for me, only due to one massive factor, the manager. Sean Dyche, he's been here, done that in the last couple of seasons. Yeah. Second, Weghorst, due to the sheer impact. And when you look at teams, obviously like the Watford, Norwich, and the people down there in the relegation zone at the minute, goals are key. Goals, even if you are conceding, goals are massive. If you are down there and you've got a goal scorer. I think Dwight McNeil for Burnley's been playing well. I know they've had 3 back-to-back losses and they've got Man City on the horizon. But funnier things have happened in football. But it probably will be 10-0 to City against Burnley, sadly. But as we said, football is a funny game. And if they somehow did get a result, I'm not saying he will, but if Burnley did get 3 points, that would catapult them on to 24 points, and that would put them ahead of obviously Leeds and Everton. But I doubt they'll do that, mate. But in terms, obviously, I agree with John. I expect Brentford to be comfortable, safe by now. That's spot on there, Chris. Massive back-to-back wins for Brentford. Got confidence back on. Leeds are on negative. Sorry, Leeds fans, but that is a joke, man. 35 negative goal differences. It's a disgrace. Quite frankly, our goal difference is obviously we just read that, mate. Leeds going down with Watford and Norwich. I reckon. Interesting there, Chris. Let us know. These 2 home games are vital for us to win. 100% agree with there, Rico. But I think the massive benefiting factor for Everton, Rico, and don't know if there's any Everton fans watching as well as Rico, will be the home form. I know you've not had the best form in recent weeks in terms, obviously, well, all season. That's why he's down there. But home form will be key, especially getting a bouncing Goodison Park. But John, just a quick one to cap off. We'll have a look. Obviously, I asked Sebastian as well. But we'll shoot over to the goal scoring charts, and that man, Ivan Toney, my mate, you never know, might do an interview with him one day, because I bigged him up last season. 11 goals, John, chat, let me know. Do you reckon he can add to that before the end of the season?
I picked him. I'd be shocked if he doesn't.
Yeah, I think he's...
I'd be shocked if he doesn't score more goals than Ronaldo.
Ronaldo? Bloody hell. That's it. I'm going to quickly get up if I can, if my iPad stops going mad.
Salah has 20 goals. I reckon he could actually go up to 28.
Who? Salah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
reckon if Mane scores, I reckon top 3 goal scorers by the end of the season. This is gonna be biased, but I think Salah. I actually think Jota is gonna be second, Mane third, Ronaldo fourth, and Kane fifth.
Yeah, spot on there, mate. Obviously, I don't know if he's... Obviously, I'll try and have a quick look on Ivan Toney. Yeah, he scored 2 goals against Brentford, and he got 3 goals against Norwich. So Toney was stat padding like Ronaldo tonight. Sorry, any nice buds. But Toney is stat padded in the last 2 games, and he's got 5 goals, and then he just flew up. I think his last goals come against Everton in a 4-1 loss, a goal against Wolves in a 2-1 loss, and a goal in the 3-1 loss to Manchester United, and obviously a goal against Brentford. He got that winner against Everton. Sorry, Rico, back early on in the season, and obviously he scored in the 3-3 draw. So interesting, as I said. Just a quick fire one, Sebastian. How many goals? And chat, let me know. How many goals do you reckon Ivan Toney will finish on this season? And if 16. John, what are we saying? If he continues stat padding?
19.
19. Interesting. Chat, let us know. I think Ivan Toney's done the absolute bloody business tonight. And he's been absolutely tremendous for Brentford. And hopefully, you never know, looking like he's just have a quick look at the table now. I think they are 9 points.
Future Firmino's placement.
Oh, you never know, mate. I'd love that because I'm a massive fan of him. I think if he gets better players around him, no disrespect to Brentford, but in terms of better quality players around him, he's a clinical finisher. I think he broke the record prior to obviously Mitrovic breaking the championship record this season. So we're Brentford now. Yeah, they are 9 points off Burnley. I know Burnley have got 2 games in hand. And obviously the games in hand will be key for Everton and Burnley, but it's not as easy as saying games in hand equal points. Similar situation could be said about a certain club in London anyway, Arsenal. Yeah. So we'll probably speak about that tomorrow night.
Would you take Toney if Bobby left in the summer?
Yeah.
It's big that though, isn't it? I think 2 are very different. I know Ivan Toney can very much. Good question there, mate. I think Seb, you said yes. I thought you were going to say there, John, if Origi left. I don't know.
Well, Origi's leaving anyway. Origi's gone, so I've just got something's telling me that Bobby's going to go in the summer.
Yeah, because he is a Liverpool fan. Ivan Toney, he was a massive Liverpool fan.
So if you look at his numbers,
yeah,
they're not worse. They're not much worse off than Bobby's.
Yeah, interesting. Well, let's have a quick look if we can see Bobby Firmino. I think he's on 4 goals, Bobby, in the Premier League.
Uh,
I think it's 9 all camps.
Is it 9 all comps? Let us know, everyone in the comments. But
Did
go
you
ahead,
guys see
Sebastian.
that? Did you guys see that Haaland is going probably to City?
I've seen those rumours. Yes, that's a whole bloody news show in itself, mate. Isn't it? I think if he
joins them,
if he does go next season, I fully expect Liverpool to react in a certain way. I think with whether that's a midfielder, a big player coming in, or another big high-profile attacker. Not to say that we'll lose anyone, but if Divock Origi or Minamino did leave in the summer, I could see us bring no chance, mate. Sebastian, no. It's a lovely dream. I think a lovely dream for all those fans, but he's got his heart set on Real Madrid. I think we all know that. There's no chance.
I would not touch Mbappe with a barge pole.
Yeah, imagine him playing up against Burnley.
I said earlier on, I think personally he's overrated. He hasn't done it outside of France.
Yeah, and especially against Ligue 1 defenders. And I think what Mbappe thrives on is a lot of space in behind. Don't get me wrong, he's very good in the box. He's a very good finisher. Probably one of the best in
He's a brilliant player, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
He's a brilliant player. But I don't think he could do it in the Premier League.
Yeah. It'd be intriguing to see. La Liga, if City get Haaland, they will win. Obviously, Rico's going with they'll win the Champions League next season. So, spot on there. Don't say that, Rico. Hopefully, he don't.
Bayern Munich still have a certain player called Lewandowski.
Lewandowski.
You know him? Yeah, he scored again. He scored again.
Well, he drew, didn't he, mate? Obviously, they've got 2 games in hand, but Dortmund, I don't know if anyone's ever bet on Dortmund in an acca or something. Do not bet on them. They always let you down. Like, the amount of bets I've lost.
I've done twice.
Yeah.
And I've lost every time.
Yeah. Just
bet
don't
on
bet.
Bayern instead.
Oh, even them, mate, they've been even worse. I think they got battered, didn't they, this season by Werder Bremen? Was it Werder Bremen or no, it was Gladbach. Okay. They got slapped up by Gladbach, didn't they?
Gladbach is
I've lost every time.
Gladbach is like the Spurs of England. Like they beat Spurs beat City. Gladbach beats always Bayern Munich. It's like the same. Bayern Munich and City are the 2 best in England and Germany, and Gladbach and Spurs is like middle of the table.
Yeah, almost to give you there, mate. And we'll go on to So, if any Brentford fans, he's right on the result today. Massive result, especially against one of your rivals in around down the bottom, Burnley. Obviously, we'll have a quick look at the stats as well from that game. Brentford, very clinical in terms of obviously only having 4 shots on target. Very poor, very, very poor from a Burnley perspective. I think Sean Dyche coming off the back of that game. Obviously, he did have registered 7 shots on target in that game, but who did he have up front? Burnley, I'm guessing he did have Weghorst. He had Weghorst and obviously Cornet. But I think both teams should and have got enough quality within that team to stay up, but that's another. We'll find out in the coming weeks as we do these Premier League shows as well. And we're going to the next one. I'm made up to speak to Sebastian and obviously John. I know John was on Connor's post-match, but massive result for Liverpool in terms of obviously what it means for us going forwards. But Jose just said there, I feel that Palace will get a result on Monday, Jack.
Same.
Hopefully,
100%. 100%.
Like
Palace are going to beat City.
Ooh, yeah, I feel that also. I feel like they just want to beat City and just help Liverpool to win the league.
Palace
I'm hoping you're right, boys.
Palace right beat them.
Yeah. Well, I think it was that game, and then we'll speak about obviously Liverpool now. It was that game, everyone, that Liverpool did. I think we dropped points twice this season when City have dropped points within that weekend. I think the game against Brighton, and there was another game, John, if you can remember.
There was Brighton, and then it was
a stupid drop of points. Was it Leicester when we got beat? Was it when we got beat by Leicester? Or chat, let us know.
Was it
the Leicester result when we got beat?
They
was
beat
it?
us 1-0.
And City dropped points that weekend. Well, there was another fixture, yeah. But John, we'll start with you, mate. In terms of the results, Liverpool, a very favourable result anyway. In terms of, what's your thoughts on the game, mate?
It was, I don't think a brilliant game, but we well executed.
Yeah.
We went there to do what we needed to do. We came away with 3 points, and that's all we needed.
Yeah.
Whether it's 1-0, 2-0, or 6-0, all we cared about was 3 points.
Yeah.
Put pressure on Man City, going into Palace, and we'll see what happens. Yeah,
100% agree with you, mate. Sebastian, obviously the main man, Diaz. He took the headlines yet again, and rightly so. I think I was speaking to John before on the Cop Council. Man of the match performance. He's getting better with every week that passes, isn't he?
Yeah. Better than Sterling, at least.
Oh, yeah.
Luis Diaz can't speak English, but the way he and Robbo plays in the left side is just magical. Like, Robbo does... Diaz doesn't understand Robbo because Diaz doesn't speak English, but they do so well anyways.
Yeah, 100% agree with it, mate. And even Scottish is...
I don't even start fucking Robbo says.
Yeah, it's the Scottish in them, and especially, I bet you Diaz is looking at Robbo and Trent, most importantly, and going, obviously a different dialect and different national language, Scouse and Scottish in its own self.
I live in Scotland. I don't understand what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah. Especially, it's obviously Robbo. He's a Celtic lad, isn't he? He's obviously where he's brought up anyway, and he's.
Well, I'm aware of that one.
Yeah, you will let him away. But obviously, Sebastian, what really impressed you about Liverpool's performance today? Obviously, I think when I've been speaking to a lot of people, it was the counter pressing in which Jurgen Klopp likes to speak about, especially from Sadio Mane as well. In terms of coming away from that game, the counter pressing from Liverpool from all areas, but most importantly, Liverpool's front line. What really impressed you?
The team was amazing, especially the defense and attack. The defense was really good. Matip, wow, he's really good. I think he's faster than what FIFA thinks he is. Like they put him like 63 pace. He should have like 88. He's that fast.
Yeah, the FIFA career mode expert to be going mad today, won't he? But yeah, spot on there, mate. Rightly so. Sebastian was mentioning Joel Matip, John. Off the back of obviously winning his Player of the Month awards, do you reckon potentially if he does continue, especially getting his assists, he could potentially get another back-to-back Player of the Month?
He could do. Matip is underrated. Matip was the second best centre back in the league by far. Everyone talks about Man City's defenders and everything else. Sorry, the one who can talk to Matip, apart from Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah, I think
it's a free transfer.
Yeah, it's for me. He's been one of the most. And I'm pretty sure the Liverpool fans or any other fans out there as well. Let us know your thoughts on Joel Matip. I think because he didn't come in as you said there, John and Seb, about he didn't come in with a big price tag, did he? Coming in a free. Obviously, but in and around Europe, I don't think if Liverpool were to bring in from another club a player of Matip's ability, you're easily looking at about 50, 60 million. I know he is getting on a bit more, but in terms of as a centre half, he can still play at the top level, and especially the change, John, as well, and chat, the change in how available he has been. Obviously, Liverpool over the years we've had to manage Matip, but I think it's helped bringing Ibu Konate into the club, and we're able to balance now the availability of Joel Matip.
Well, people keep talking about Matip and his fitness and his injury prone. Matip's been fit all season long. He maybe had a wee niggle that's kept him out for a game, but he's been fit pretty much all season long.
Yeah.
So he has, when we signed him on a free, unless I'm wrong, PSG were trying to sign him.
Yeah.
Barcelona wanted him. So he's not a player that was underrated. Top European teams wanted him.
Yeah.
And we got him.
Yeah. What really impressed you about Liverpool today, mate? Obviously, I was speaking about to Seb then, and keep on getting your comments in as well, everyone. What was the biggest movements in terms of Liverpool? Was it the press? Was it obviously our clinical nature? And still, that is getting labelled at Liverpool, and rightly so. We're winning games, but we're not hitting our peak level in performance, which is good because we will when the games like the City game and the Arsenal game coming up as well. Liverpool have got gears to go up, and we know, especially in Champions League later. Yeah, is that probably the biggest improvements, and what's impressed you the most, especially today, is that Liverpool's maturity within our game?
That's exactly what you want from a team that can win the league. That's what you want. We have been brilliant the last few weeks, but you see today was stepped up again. Now we didn't get a second gear today.
Yeah, yet again.
So come Arsenal, come City in the ring, we know we have gears to go up.
Yeah,
I don't see anyone beating us. Hand on heart, I believe we will win the rest of the games this season. I don't see anyone beating us.
I'll just quickly get up can I get that up? We'll have a little look. See how what I'm doing here. The league table now, in terms of obviously the top four race. Liverpool, City. Liverpool and City now have played the same amount of games, but Liverpool have got a 3+ goal difference, which is massive. And in Liverpool, as you said there, John, can go to the Etihad and very much get a result, then it would be advantage Liverpool, but down to goal difference. It's going to be so key. And obviously the game against Arsenal.
I'm right. I am right. If City lose against Palace and we beat Arsenal, we go top.
Yeah, we would. Obviously, we buy 3 points. And it's going to be interesting. I think a lot of us, and us Liverpool fans, or as any City fans as well, or rival fans, let us know your thoughts. What will it come down to, chat? If you are watching this on the repeat, what will it come down to? Will it be a factor of Liverpool winning at the Etihad? I think that's what everyone
I'm wrong.
Is anticipating. No, but if City do lose against Palace, mate, and Liverpool win their game,
by goal difference.
Yeah, we'll go top by goal difference. And if Liverpool were to go to the Etihad, that would obviously give us a we'll be top on goal difference. But I think City, we'll have a quick look at City in relation to their fixtures. Have a little look. So obviously they've got Brighton, they to be confirmed. That's one of their games. Obviously they got Palace, but Burnley. We've just been speaking about Burnley, haven't we? There, chat as well. It's going to be a massive game. I don't think we'll see Burnley getting points, but funnier things have happened in football. And then the big game, most importantly, the whole footballing world's eyes. Liverpool's whole season could come down to this game. Hopefully we get the win, and hopefully we get all of our players back to full fitness. Bobby's back to full fitness. But, and I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks, Wolves will be out in their droves in terms of, I don't know if you've seen the game at the Etihad. It was that opportunity where I think City got a penalty because the ball hit underneath. I think it was.
That was a joke.
Was it? I think was it meant not new? Was it Nuno? Not Nuno. He's a bloody ex-coach. Neves. There we go. Yeah. It is. I think it was either him or Moutinho. The ball cannoned off the bloody armpit. And Christ Almighty, we've been there, especially against Everton. Obviously, Rico and a lot of the Everton fans were rightly aggrieved because that was a penalty. I think the whole footballing world, even City fans themselves, if there's any City fans, let me know. I'm pretty sure you will admit it was a penalty at Everton, but the referee didn't give it. But for me, everyone, I don't know, you and John, Seb and John, and everyone feel that game is going to be massive. Liverpool, Wolves versus Manchester City, especially obviously Wolves are chasing Europe, but I think the way in which Wolves do set up, it's
a hard game.
Yeah, it frustrates Man City. Similar to when Liverpool went to Wolves this season and we got a last-minute winner. Obviously, it's courtesy of a Divock Origi goal. It's not going to be easy for Man City against them. And obviously, we'll just go past their results as well. And then they got Watford. Easy 3 points for them. Leeds are playing to City's hands.
3 points.
Yeah, 3 points. And it's the last two fixtures. West Ham United. Yeah. Could it be Steven Gerrard running on the pitch at full time? He'll be buzzing that his Villa side hopefully do win against City.
Steven Gerrard, if it comes down to the last game of the season, Steven Gerrard has got his lips tap on under that suit.
If Coutinho potentially, if you still got an old Liverpool shirt, it'd be going about appeasing Liverpool fans.
No, but all serious,
yeah.
I genuinely believe Palace, will beat City. And I think Wolves will beat City as well.
Yeah, interesting, mate. But
that's the two toughest games, I think.
Yeah.
Apart from us.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the Premier League, and hopefully you do get these on throughout the next coming weeks and months. It will be massive for all the Premier League teams all involved anyway.
Fuck,
But
we're winning the league, Jack. We're winning the fucking league. I don't give a shit.
yeah,
We're
John.
winning it. I'm convinced now we're fucking winning the league.
There we go. I've had you thinking about that. But hopefully we'll get quite a lot of rival fans on the show as well in the next couple of weeks, speaking about the games. Obviously, this is the first, Premier League show. We'll be a lot more consistent on the channel. We'll have it every Saturday and Sunday night. We'll just get like John and Sebastian, and hopefully if you want to get involved, you're very welcome to. We'll sit and review all the Premier League fixtures and the results, most importantly, as well. And obviously what the results would mean for any potential future results going forward. But that decision affected us, and your title hopes are getting safe away from the drop. Hope you win the title. Rico, yeah, it's moments like that, but hopefully, but most importantly, Rico, I think from your point of view, Everton needed those points, even if it was a massive point. You never know; goals could change games, and
no one cares about Everton.
Yeah, we do care about Rico anyway. Imagine the scenes if Coutinho scores and beats Man City on the final day.
Oh,
to give us the title, Jose. there will be scenes.
It'll be fucking riots.
I
will buy a Liverpool top and put Coutinho's name on the back of it.
Yeah. But yeah, most importantly, thank you, John. Thank you, Sebastian, for coming on today's first episode of obviously the Premier League review show. We'll be live tomorrow. We'll have a couple of episodes on the channel tomorrow. That'll be around 8 p.m. the Premier League review show. Hopefully get a couple of other rival fans on as well. But most importantly, thank you, Jose. Thank you, Rico. Thank you, Gary. Chris Welch as well. Leeds going down, obviously, as well. Alfie, Mitchell, most importantly, as well. Make sure you haven't missed anyone. Sebastian in the comments, absolute legend. And most importantly, anyone that is watching this on the repeat, thank you very much for tuning in tonight. Obviously, we've had a little look at the 3 results that are massive results for Manchester United, sadly, but it is a good result for them. Ronaldo getting more goals. The man's, he's still a very good player, but he's disappointing. I think he's disappointed the whole footballing world and himself, really. We all know how good he can be, but he's in a very poor Manchester United side at the minute. But John, thank you very much for coming on, mate. Really do appreciate it.
Thank you, mate. Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome, mate. And obviously, Sebastian, thank you very much for coming on, mate.
Salah's better than Ronaldo.
Oh, yes. Oh, you just started all the Man United fans, mate. Well, yeah, thank you. I'd agree with that, mate, as well. But that's a whole nother show in itself. But thank you to every single one of you. And if you are watching this on repeat, make sure you do drop a like. If you haven't already done so, drop a like on the video. Really just help the channel grow as well. But everyone, have a lovely rest of your Saturday night. And match of the day in the UK should be on 10:30, I think. If not, just checking the guards.
10:30.
10:30, yeah, it will be. But Reds and all rival fans as well. As I said, hopefully we do build a great footballing community on this channel, not just Liverpool fans, but obviously a lot of rival fans as well. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Thank you to my 2 panelists as well, for the lads. And everyone, enjoy your rest of your Saturday. And hopefully, there's a couple of good results tomorrow, which we'll speak about. Yeah. See you later, everyone.